Hi, this is Andrew Wilson with Angel Water again for another live video. Today what we're going to do is talk about alkaline water. Hopefully we have some people logged in. We have a couple people here at Angel Water to learn about alkaline water, so it's a hot subject. So without any ado, we'll get started on alkaline water. Alkaline water is a hot subject. It's a hot subject because people want to be healthy. People are looking for a organic or a natural way to become more healthy. And so there's a lot of articles, there's a lot of talk out there on, oh my God, you got to drink alkaline water because it's going to actually be more healthy for your body. So today we're going to sort of discuss the pros and the cons, and then you're going to walk away and sort of weigh that out and debate in your own mind whether or not you believe it or not. The reason why I start like that is because there's no scientific proof. So unfortunately, there's no doctors, scientists, or anybody that can sit down, not even God, who can sit down and knock on our door and tell us, yeah, drinking alkaline water is going to make you more healthy. You have on one side of the equation, basically doctors who will tell you that drinking anything alkaline or acidic is not going to change the level of pH in your body. So basically what we want to do is we want to clearly spell out that what alkaline water is, or alkaline is. There is some confusion on that. Your body is set to a 7.0 pH. 7.0 pH means that that is considered neutral. So if you are looking for, if you want to understand your body on a daily basis is set to 7.0 pH. Now, if you sit down and drink something acidic, like orange juice here, your body, according to doctors, will add or adjust what you've consumed that's acidic and raise that acidicness back up to 7.0. Conversely, if you drink something that's high in pH, i.e. Baking soda and water, your body's going to lower or add more acid to your stomach to lower the pH of what you consumed, so that your body, your blood, all the cells in your body come back to a natural or neutral state. Again, neutral state is 7.0. And so because there's this doctors who believe on one side that your body actually naturally adjusts whether it raises what you consume back up to 7 or lowers it back to 7, there's that medical opinion on that side. On another side, the holistic doctors, they have an opinion that if you drink higher pH water, your body's going to naturally become more alkaline. And what there's a belief is that if you have something alkaline, if there's there's proof that's out there that, and I can't remember the gentleman's name, but there's a doctor who won a Nobel Peace Prize for the fact that he discovered that cancer survives in an acidic state and cannot survive in an alkaline state. So this is where this theory comes from. The theory is if I consume alkaline water, it's going to raise the pH of my cell structure so that it basically bounces or doesn't allow cancer to survive within the cell itself. So that's why doctors sit down and take a look at things and say, no, your body doesn't do that, but naturalists, or you could take a look at naturopaths. I don't know if naturopaths do, but I know that a lot of holistic doctors say that you should. Now, I think it was Otto Warburg is the person who discovered that. So thanks, Dave, for pulling that up so that we can share that with everybody. So because there's these two differences of opinions, again, drinking alkaline water is going to strengthen the cell, and then you have doctors who believe that it's not. We want to make sure that you sort of understand why it's such an important thing. So first off, your cell is made up of 2/3 is water. I made this beautiful drawing here, right? You're really excited. 2/3 of your cell is actually water. 1/3 is the raw materials that you've eaten. So that would be the organic foods that maybe you're very interested in. Whatever you consume, it's usually proteins. Those things actually would be proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates. So as you consume those things, your body turns that into the part of your cell, and that is what's used for energy. So if we're looking at water, and water becomes 2/3 of it, you can now understand how much more important that really is. If you have been listening to the holistic doctors and you're trying to eat very organically, well, you got to remember, only 1/3 of what you consumed is used by your cell. 2/3 of your cell is using water. So, our opinion is this is where Angel water filtration comes into play. We really absolutely believe that you have to have purified water. So we want to get all the chemicals, everything, all the pesticides and herbicides. We want everything out of water so that you're always drinking as clear of water as possible. In fact, here we have a picture of reverse osmosis water that we have here at Angel Water. And what we can tell you is that, our ultimate goal is to understand that if this cell is 2/3 water, then it would make sense that we don't want cancer-causing contaminants to fill that cell. It's pretty simple, right? No different than why you buy organic food, so that you don't have cancer-causing contaminants making up 1/3 of your cell. So we try to break it down as that simple. That's why we are so passionate about bringing you healthy, clean water. Now, how does alkaline water fit into all this? Basically, when you look at water and you purify water, in most cases, when you reverse osmosis the water, you do get a little bit more acidic water. Not too much. In fact, here we have a bottle of our own reverse osmosis water. And what I'm going to do while we're sitting here talking is I'm going to go ahead and add some chemicals to this to show you all exactly what the pH is of a bottle of our water. So all we do is, you can buy this yourself at any store if you're ever interested in checking or testing your own water. The best place to probably get something like this is going to be a pool supply store. But basically all you're going to do is add 10 drops of this pH solution to your water. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what we do when we do that is we're going to go ahead and shake it up. And as you can see, we're going to immediately get a color there. Now on that color spectrum, what we can see is that it's going to be just about 7 pH, maybe a smidgen under 7 pH. So the bottled water that we have that's reverse osmosis came down just a slight bit from a neutral state of 7 pH. Now, when there's a lot of philosophies, there's a lot of products on the market that try to say that they're going to raise pH. Most of those products are an inline filter, and what they do is they basically allow the water to run through rock. So when we run water through rocks, the rock actually comes out of the water and attaches itself to the water molecule, and as a result we get a little bump in pH. When we've done this, no matter what system we've bought, and I mean, if you go online, you can find these gigantic canisters. You can find all these, like several canisters in a row that are going to line up in order to try to raise the pH of water. In fact, John and I went to one client's house and they showed us an RO, and it was like this unbelievable, I've never even seen anything like it. It had like 5 cartridges, all in the attempt of having the water run through all these layers of rock to raise the pH of water. And again, what we've seen is that the most we usually get is this 0.5 point bump. So as much as you want to run it through rocks or what have you, it doesn't quite help you get much more than about 7.5. You might get up to 7 or 7.5 as far as the pH goes. Now, there are other products on the market. One of the most popular ones is called Kangen. What Kangen does is it doesn't filter the water. Their philosophy, along with a lot of other companies, is that they believe that if you take your raw water and you electrify it using these plates, that what ends up happening is you start bouncing the molecules against one another. And as they bounce against one another, you create 2 streams of water. One is going to be high in pH, or alkaline water, and it can go all the way up to 9 pH. And the other is very acidic, and that goes down to the drain. It's very wasteful, but usually if you're going to make a gallon of high pH water, you're going to have about 10 gallons of low pH water, or acidic water. And that does fluctuate based on the water that people have. Now, it's great. Yes, you do get 9 pH water. That system is usually between $5,000 to $7,000. A lot of people rant and rave about it. In fact, there's a whole lot of people who will actually claim that they actually kicked cancer as a result of drinking that water. So, nothing to it. I mean, again, this is information so you can go out there and learn about it. Our opinion is that that's fantastic, but we would love to first purify the water before you raise the pH. So in our opinion is we want to make sure that we consume water that has no chemicals, nothing that can cause cancer. It's very important to us to do that. So it's not too logical to me to go and raise the pH of water that might have radium-228 and 226 in the water. I mean, we're based here in Chicagoland, and so most of the water throughout Chicagoland has high levels of radium-228 and 226. So why would you want to just raise the pH and hope that the cell, as it gets stronger, which it very well might do, we really don't know, but even if it does, why would we want some radical to come into that cell? Why would we want a radium-228 or 226 to come into that cell? So we believe that you first have to take that out. Now that's very, very important in my opinion, but that's something for you to decide. Do you believe it's important, or do you believe that just drinking high pH water is going to bounce that nasty chemical out of your body, or that nasty contaminant out of your body? So again, we really, really believe that you first take that out and then you raise the pH of water. Now there is a newer system on the market that can do that. At Angel Water we found that it comes from a company called Eco Water, so we do sell that today. Again, that would mean that we would first reverse osmosis the water to get all the nasty stuff out of the water, and then we would raise the pH with the water, and they have a special filter, a microbiological filter, that actually raises that pH of water. Now, again, the overall goal here is that we're trying to say that when you drink alkaline water, that you are strengthening the cell structure. Again, I'm explaining to you that there is no scientific proof that it does. I mean, there's a lot of people who will sit back and do testimonies and absolutely say, oh my God, I feel healthier, I feel stronger. I mean, actually, some of the benefits that people claim that they have is that they actually have more energy and they feel more lively and they don't get as sick as often. Now, I'm going to tell you, I decided to do this on my own, right? I have the ability, we have our own bottled water, which, by the way, I hate buying, and I hate selling plastic bottles. It's not who we really are. We do offer it for those rare cases that you're at events and someone needs water instead of drinking Coke or something like that. So we do give these out usually as a donation to programs. But when we have our own water, we know that our standard water is going to be 7 pH. And as we try to understand how important that water is to us, where am I going with this, John? I'm trying to remember how to sell it, why we sell it. So our overall goal anyhow is to be able to provide you both options. Do you want to have regular purified water, which is what we do with our bottled water, as we reverse osmosis it. Now, we don't raise the pH of this water. It stays at 7 pH. We do have those systems that do raise the pH of water if that's something that we end up wanting, if that's something that somebody ends up wanting to have. Again, our overall goal is to try to make sure that you understand the health and welfare for your family. That's where Angel Water's passion is really at. Our mission really is to make people more healthy. Our avenue to do that is with water. It's pretty simple. Because 2/3 of your body is water, we are very passionate about saying, for you to become more healthy, you really need to consider how important water is to your body. So that's really our main point here today, is we do want to leave you with that aspect. Now, I know we're sort of leaving you like, is alkaline water good or not good? Where I was going with this is that I actually did try this. So myself, when we came out with this system, when we found this system that actually raises water to 9 pH, I did start drinking that water. That's about 1.5 years ago. And I can tell you, I have not been sick. I can tell you I have the highest energy I've ever had. Now, other things I've done include eating more healthy. I exercise regularly. So it's certainly not a scientific proof that it works. But I can tell you that I do feel better. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it works. I do have a couple friends who've done the same thing, sort of experimented, and they too have found those kind of examples. But again, there's no scientific proof. So I do at Angel Water, or our goal at Angel Water, is to provide you two sides of an argument. Not to tell you what is right or what's wrong, we really don't know. But what we do know is that alkaline water is available. You can, if you want to buy it and hope that your water, that it raises the pH of your body, you can buy it. And again, it's up to you how you want to be able to move forward with it. But at a very minimum, our goal is to provide you the safest water possible. In our opinion, the safest water possible is that you consume water without chemicals or pesticides or herbicides or anything that can actually cause cancer in it. Again, if you think that remember, you're made up of trillions of cells. That's all we are, right? Trillions of cells. And 2/3 of those cells are water. Now from there, we talk about making sure that that water is as clean as possible. That's really our ultimate goal. Now, in regards to whether or not you want to have high pH water or low pH water, alkaline water or acidic water, that's up to you, and we hope that we can be of any assistance to you. If you have any questions on that, you can always give us a call at 847-382-7800, or you can read some of these articles that we've written on this. They're at angelwater.com, and you're more than welcome to join us or give us a call, and we'd be happy to have any of these discussions with you. So again, thank you for joining us for Angel Water Live. And thanks for visiting us here today at Angel Water. By the way, if you do come by, we give out free orange juice, coffee, and donuts. So come by next time. Have a great day.